Hello, Leo Nation. Welcome to your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. I hope all is well. This will be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Leo in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus dominant in your chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Leo. You might find some information in this reading that's genuinely meant for your ears. Before I get ahead of myself, Leo, let me offer you first a trigger warning. Let me let you in on the fact that there might be some triggering subject matter that is contained in this reading. And if, your preference isn't to listen to triggering material, sensitive subject matter, then, here's your opportunity to click off the video. This might not be the video for you. Otherwise, those of you who are ready to get into this, let's start with the channeled messages for the Leo Nation. Okay, military sniper. An item needs to be sewn. So maybe you have a hole in something. I don't know. It seems like you might need to sew something, you or somebody around you. Musical genius. Bruce Lee. Chicago, Illinois. Big Bear Lake. Someone is very concerned about you. Thousand Island dressing. Thousand Oaks. Sherman Oaks. Scrap previous plans, start from scratch. Made from scratch. The Janky Apartments. Spiders. TikTok Watcher. Angry Birds. Slapdash. Annoying Ads. Nestle. Little Caesars. Peppa Pig. Baby Bob. The movie The Wizard of Oz, specifically the scene that the guys were showing me is the scene where the witch is screaming, "I'm melting," and ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. That might be significant to you in some type of way. Making beats, Macon Road or Macon, Georgia. TGI Fridays. Let's dive right into this reading, Leo Nation. Let's see what's really going on for you in this point in time, Leo, for the next 7 days, Leo Nation. Random side note, Leo, maybe you're going to the park. Maybe this is a week where you might be taking some time to relax. Maybe this is you motivating yourself. Maybe there's a specific banner that's near you. I don't know. But it feels like Spirit is definitely trying to give you a message. This might be a specific message to you. This never give up might be that for you. Maybe this is you. Maybe you don't give up. Maybe this has something to do with a relationship around you, that's relevant to you this week. Maybe this is you spending some time in reflection. Maybe you're reflecting on a few things this week, Leo. Specifically, it feels like what comes up in your energy this week has a lot to do with maybe an argument. I guess that's what I'm seeing. Give me a minute, Leo. Let me unpack this, okay? It might take a minute. Bear with me. Okay, that's what I see. You got this King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. And then there's Two of Pentacles, which isn't a part of this deck, but I can't help but to notice that. Okay. I don't know. Maybe you're on shaky ground with somebody. Maybe you don't know where you stand with someone. Because currently it feels like your current energy now is separation. Yeah. It feels like you have separated yourself from someone. Maybe, like I said, there was some type of an argument. It seems like somebody may have said something. They put their foot in their mouth. This looks like this was, like I said before, in like a tense situation. Maybe you and this person have separated since then, or for some of you, this is playing out this week. Feels like somebody is putting their foot in their mouth. Somebody might be saying something in anger this week. And this could be, or this is you. Somebody said something that just really was unnecessary. That was some foolishness. And it feels like this might be a week where you might be triggered by somebody. Or this is a past tense situation. This has already played out. Now you're in separation from this person. And it's left like a bitter taste in somebody's mouth. Somebody is angry about something. Something might be coming up this week, Leo Nation, that triggers a memory or some type of intense emotions. This might be a situation where somebody could definitely be triggering your pet peeve, or there could be past events that might pop up for you mentally that might, you know, you go down memory lane, you start thinking about something and it upsets you all over again. Or this could definitely be someone that might be bringing up a topic that makes you feel uncomfortable. The point that I'm trying to make is it feels like this week there might be a risk for there being communication breakdowns between you and someone, or like I said, this already happened. You had an argument with somebody. There might be somebody that might be venting to others about your relationship right now. For some of you, this feels like this is a co-parenting relationship. Not all of you have children, so if that's not the situation, disregard that part. But some of you, I think it may have something to do with that. And maybe co-parenting is hard to figure out between you and someone. Maybe for some of you Leos, you lacked good parenting growing up. And so that just kind of leaves you at a very frustrating and stuck place. Maybe you just don't know what to do to fix the situation. Maybe currently you've got a fire sign, Aries, Leo. Aries, Leo, or Sag. If you hear any background noise, that's my little one. You got the Seven of Swords here. This feels like this is somebody like making excuses. They're starting a fight with you, right? Trying to make you angry, all upset, all riled up, so they can go be with somebody else. For some of you, there's more to this that's going on that meets the eye. And, you know, while we're talking about that, let me let you in on the fact that, you know, I've had some commenters say that, you know, your readings are quite negative. Let me let you know that my readings, the readings that my spirit guides give me, the things that they give me to unveil have everything to do with what might be hidden or what might be concealed in your situation. Now, if somebody is going to the lengths of feeling like they have to hide something from you or conceal something from you, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a positive thing. For some, but you know, in some cases, it could be somebody's feelings. You may have absolutely no idea that somebody feels a certain way, yet that is something that is hidden from you. And again, if you feel like that's not the type of reading that you're into, let me offer you again a way out. Here's your opportunity to click off. This reading is going to uncover, like I said in the beginning, some uncomfortable subjects. It's going to uncover things that are hidden in your situation, possibly. So with that, let's keep this going. Currently, it feels like this week you guys are at a standstill. Okay? It doesn't feel like anybody's moving. It doesn't feel like anybody's budging on this situation, Leo. Yep, that's exactly the case. You're at a standstill. This week, it doesn't feel like anybody, and up until now, it doesn't feel like anybody has been making any type of moves to move this along. It mainly has something to do, like I said with before, that somebody is angry, they are hurt, they feel like something was said that really hurt them, or if it wasn't what was said, it was the manner in which something was said. Because in some situations, it feels like something could have been said in front of other people, and somebody may have walked off from the situation feeling entirely embarrassed. Yeah, conflict, and right beneath that is splitting apart. So this is what I feel like I said before is a continuation of something that may have happened previously, or this is definitely something to watch out for. This is something that could potentially play out this week. For some of you, this is something that could be avoided. It feels like there could be an emotionally charged situation that could be playing out potentially, and you might be able to avoid some type of, I think it's avoidable in this situation. Be careful of your words. Because in this situation, words have hurt somebody. And it feels like these words are festering. And in some situations, this may have hurt somebody. Somebody is in a lot of emotional pain having to do with this situation. More than you might even realize. This week, it feels like, Leo, a cross watcher, you might be You might be feeling frustrated. You might be feeling tired or down, having to do with a situation that may have played out or could be playing out this week. I think that this hurt feelings and this anger has something to do with the fact that maybe somebody hurt you and they won't apologize. For some of you, this is like a cheater that's fronting like they're monogamous. And this might be a situation where you find out the truth. For some of you, it feels like somebody may have said something out of their own insecurity. It feels like somebody's insecurity stems from abandonment. So this might be somebody that might hurt you. They might beat you to the punch. Before you hurt them, they're going to be in a hurry to try to hurt you. To feel like they have some type of power or they have the upper hand in a situation. So yeah, this is exactly a situation, again, where your guides say, watch your words. Your words have power in this situation. Or maybe this is you this week finding out that maybe somebody has been completely dishonest with you. Or they're being dishonest with other people about you. Because I did say somebody could be venting to other people about your relationship. They might be embellishing certain facts, leaving certain things out, adding certain things to the story, you know. I know more than you might think. Maybe this is somebody acting like they don't know or they don't see what's going on. But I think that somebody absolutely knows more than you let on, or that somebody is trying to cover up the truth. Let's see what was being covered up here. Let's really look into this, Leo. Yeah, somebody did. They said something that created a lot of damage. It definitely put some type of a wedge between you and someone. What don't we see in this situation? Because I definitely feel like there's some type of a blind spot. If this is a relatively new situation, let me tell you that somebody may have cheated in past relationships. They're a habitual cheater. This could be somebody that might be living a double life. They act single when they're not around you. They're flirting with other people. I mean, that's what I see here. And they might even do this while you're sitting there. I feel like for some of you Leos, it's like somebody may want to break up. Maybe they don't know how to tell you. They might not feel like the relationship between the two of you is great. It might not be ideal to them, but maybe they're just kind of staying in the situation. They're kind of biding their time. Some of you are dealing with somebody they're a pathological liar. They lie all the time. They lie on a regular basis. For some of you, I'll make it very clear. What might be hidden in this situation is somebody could be using you for whatever they are able to benefit from having to do with you in some type of way. But I definitely see a lot of pent up anger, a lot of unresolved issues. And some of you are just dealing with somebody that you might feel is immature. For some of you, we might be describing a love partner. Some of you, we might be describing maybe a family member. Maybe this is happening between you and a child. Maybe some of you and a child are having conflict. I see a card that said, I fantasize about you. Yeah, there is no doubt that there's somebody else in the picture. Somebody might not be over somebody from their past, possibly. This might be a rebound relationship. Somebody's getting into a relationship to try to forget about you. I hope you're happy for me. Let's see what this is about. Somebody's hiding porn. It looks like somebody's looking at porn online. And for some of you, I hate talking about this type of stuff, but I definitely see like pedophilia. Somebody could be a pedophile. And that could be the type of porn I'm talking about. Anyway, because I definitely see something here potentially being done to children, or this is somebody looking at children. I see a divorce. I definitely see a Sagittarius. So some of you might be divorcing from a Sag, or this is you, Sag Leo. But I definitely see a legal issue here. Maybe somebody is... Oh, okay, well, there's the third person. Maybe the third person is a Sagittarius. I also see Taurus. Yeah, it looks like this week, Leo, you might have a decision to make. The Sagittarius and this Leo. Yeah. Some of you, this is a Leo to Sag relationship, a fire sign to fire sign relationship. I think there is a decision that maybe you want to make, and I think you might still find yourself at a very bitter place with this person. Somebody may not want to talk to you. It could be a Gemini. This Queen of Swords could definitely be a Gemini individual. That's why I feel like you're breaking away, because again, there's a side situation for some of you. Really? Okay. That took me by surprise. That shocked me. Somebody. Oh, okay. You've got a karmic relationship that somebody got into, will be getting into. Why does somebody feel like this is like a forever, long-term relationship? It feels like somebody feels as though maybe you're somebody that they should grow old with. Or maybe some of you, this is like, maybe this is your parents. Maybe your parents have divorced. Your parents have separated. And this might be like a generational thing. Relationships kind of fall apart, and it always seems like there's an outsider that puts a hole in your relationship. Some of you are going through a divorce. It feels like this is a nasty divorce. Somebody might be playing dirty. Somebody might be lying, making things difficult for you to move on. I don't know. Maybe one of you did see this as a forever thing. There is somebody that would like to start over. Looks like you have like completely gone your separate ways. You got Seven of Swords having to do with this King of Cups in this. Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, specifically Pisces with the Seven of Swords. So somebody in your situation could be an Aries. They could be a water sign. Somebody has a lot of baggage that they don't want to deal with. In fact, one of these issues that I'm talking about, maybe one of the issues that you guys butt heads about, you argue about, might be a drug addiction. Because I definitely see somebody in this situation that is drug addicted. Now I see it. I see this card that said, I hope you're happy for me. I think somebody may have moved on. And I think somebody may have realized too late, you know, that maybe they've completely lost you. You've moved on with somebody else. They're hurt. They're watching you move on. They feel like they lost you because of some foolishness. Anyway, the point is, it feels like there's some type of a conflict that the guides are guiding somebody back to the situation to resolve. Somebody definitely feels taken for granted in this situation. They feel like their kindness has been taken for weakness. Yeah, see, I think that this is the case, like you don't feel safe to approach this person. For some of you, this might be a safety issue. Somebody could be violent. For some of you, I think it's that you don't feel emotionally safe to let this person in. So let this person back into your energy. I don't know, maybe this is a very vulnerable time for you. But yeah, it's a definite situation that you don't feel emotionally safe. You or someone. For others of you, this might have something to do with a relationship with a child. I mentioned before that maybe there was tension, maybe some arguments between you and a child. I did mention a co-parenting relationship. There might be a child that might be acting kind of standoffish this week. Maybe they feel rejected in some type of way. Or maybe this is somebody's inner child. I definitely see somebody that feels angry at themselves about how things turned out. So maybe in the beginning they were angry at you or you're angry at them. Somebody's upset with themselves. You're definitely pissed at a lover. Anyway, for some of you, this has something to do with a child. There's a child that may want to have an honest conversation with a parent. But it feels like this is a frustrating situation. I definitely see a child that might be feeling very emotional this week, might feel very hurt, might be closing themselves off, might be a little bit withdrawn. And there might be a kid in school that might be noticing. There's a kid that notices that their parents or family members are fighting a lot in the household. This might be a kid at school that might be looking for affection and attention and love that they feel like they're not getting at home. And there might be a child that might be bullied and they might be surrounded by bad influences. Yeah. This could be a kid that might be getting into some foolishness. Or they don't realize that the people that are around them are not genuinely real. So some of you might have some kids that might be getting into friendships and they're not really genuine people. And I say that somebody's addicted. I don't know if this is connected to this, but I definitely see somebody getting arrested. Like somebody gets in trouble with the law, has some type of law entanglement. I don't know. Somebody might end up getting arrested, especially like I said, if somebody that's drunk, belligerent. Somebody might find themselves in some type of legal issue. Or somebody gets arrested or goes through some type of punishment for some type of I don't know, I'm hearing public intoxication. I don't know. But that's what I'm seeing. Like there's a child that wants to feel safe to say what they need to say without feeling like a parent or a family member is going to blow up at them if they're honest or if they speak their truth about something. It ends up in a whole bunch of chaos. See, there's definitely a situation where your guides are saying you didn't imagine it. Maybe this person convinced you that you were imagining certain things that happened, but I think you saw what you needed to see. And I guess that's why this card that says, yeah, you didn't imagine it. Yeah, you're saying, I know more than you might think. Yeah, maybe you're feeling like you don't really know this person at all, because like I did say, in the beginning, it feels like you may have met somebody, they may have convinced you that they were monogamous, but they were really a cheater. So maybe, you don't feel like you know this person, or maybe they've changed a lot since, the many years that you've known this person. They're somebody completely different. Let's see. I can't act like I don't see this. There is somebody that might be trying to control a situation. Some of you, there's somebody that might be angry that maybe you're with somebody. Maybe you did have a fling with somebody. You had a side situation. You had a side piece. It could be the side piece that feels hurt, right? That maybe you went back to somebody. Or they think you're going back to somebody. Because I see some type of fresh start here. Somebody wants a fresh start. But like I said, it feels like currently you guys are at a standstill. Or at some point you were. But that's the thing. Somebody may want to come back. The only thing is, I think that I don't think that you want somebody back. I don't think that you feel like even a friendship could really take place between you and this person. I don't think that you might feel like that can be maintained, because it feels like you're shielding yourself from something. You're shielding yourself from a lot of pain. Yeah, this feels like mentally you're reliving this in your head. For some of you, this might have something to do with a friend of yours, right? Since we're talking about friendship, maybe you got into it with a friend or a coworker. There's definitely some foolishness going on at work for some of you, Leo Nation. Let's get into that. This feels like some of you might work online. Or you stand out in some type of way. I don't know. I'll backtrack. Let me backtrack a little bit. I'll get back to that in a minute. Somebody's sitting in a lot of self-reflection this week. I think somebody is reflecting on the situation as well as you. And I'm not sure that someone exactly knows how to approach this situation, or they don't know a safe way to approach a situation where conflict doesn't break out between you and this person again. So let's talk about your money situation, because it really does feel like, I want to say Gemini all of a sudden. Leo. Here's because I'm looking at the Lovers card. I just noticed this. You got the Lovers and you got the Star card. Air signs are dominating your reading, Leo. Your energy as well as air signs. So this could be you, Leo, with air in your chart. I wanted to say Libra so bad, but you get my drift. Let's see what's going on with your money, because let me look through these again. Yeah, some of you, there's some issues going on at your house. You're having some financial issues. Yeah. Decrease. So it feels like that's what's going on with your money. It feels like the clock is your enemy this week, Leo, because it feels like you're under a lot of pressure to get something done, maybe to complete a project. Maybe you're putting finishing touches on a project. You've got a paper to turn in. You're going through finals. I see what you're doing. Some of you have a lot on your plate. You have work and you have school possibly, or you have a family. You have a lot of different things. There's something that's really frustrating you this week. And maybe you don't feel like you have the time to really came right back out. Standstill. You feel like you don't have the time to get everything done. Okay? Because it definitely feels like you have excessive pressure. Maybe you're working against some type of deadlines. You might have some anxiety. You're feeling frantic. You might be feeling like you're ready to explode this week. It feels like you're trying to make up for maybe some type of deficit that took place last week. For some of you, this deficit could have taken place in the form of maybe an unexpected bill. Yeah, the standstill is still here. So, this week it feels like you're able to make progress. If you're able to manage your time, not just specifically over these next 7 days, this isn't an all the time thing, but especially over the next 7 days. I feel like that's going to alleviate some type of mental torture that this situation might be putting you through. Okay, let's see what happened. What's going on with your work situation? Maybe this is you. Maybe what's hindering your progress with getting something done it has something to do with some disappointment. I said this, you're coming off of a disappointment last week. Something has you at a standstill. But it feels like things are on the upswing for you this week, okay? Because like I said, it feels like you're going to be able to make the progress that you need if you're able to focus your energy on whatever this, like to divert your energy away from this. I think you might be having to take some time to balance everything. It feels like you've got grocery shopping to do. You're catching up on bills. You have a lot on your plate this week. Feels like you've got some obstacles, but it feels like these are obstacles that you can manage. Like I said, if you can find a way to manage your time and manage your emotions as well, okay, because I definitely feel like this is going to be an emotionally charged week for you. I know I said that before, but I'm repeating it again for Emphasis. What's going on with the Leo at work? I feel like you have somebody instigating. If this Taurus individual that's coming out. Some of you are about to get paid. This might be a pay week for you. You're about to receive some money. It does. Okay. You're very busy. You're very consistent. Didn't I say somebody's doing spell work? Spell casting here. Maybe you work as a spiritualist, Leo. I definitely see somebody watching you. You got some type of snake in the grass this week. Some of you, maybe you might be looking for a new job. You definitely have some people gossiping here. It's like a group of individuals that are talking about you. There you are, Leo. Some of you, okay, this money that you're about to receive, it might have something to do with a loan. This could be somebody loaning you money to like get you over the next 7 days. Because like I said, it feels like with this standstill card and decrease, it feels like money has been at a standstill for you. Yeah. Easy progress. Your money, it feels like you're able to pull out of this mindset or whatever has you feeling trapped. It feels like you have the ability to come out of this week. This is what your guides are calling you out of. It feels like there's something with your schedule that continues to happen again and again. Or you have like an on again, off again situation with somebody. And it's just really frustrating you. And some of you you're not really interested in what it is that you do. Some of you, you're just kind of bored. You're going with emotions with work. And some of you, you work around some very sneaky people. Some people that are trying to instigate on you. Because for some of you Leos, I think you might have a coworker that might be trying to stab you in the back. Or this is vice versa. And I also see somebody that might be plotting revenge. And I said it in the beginning. I don't know if I edited that out in the reading or not. It feels like you stand out in some type of way. And somebody might be looking at you as a threat. They're threatened by some type of success. Or whatever they feel like is an advantage that you have over them. It might have something to do with money. Maybe you're in a different pay grade with this person or whatever. Or they feel like you outshine them in some type of way. Okay? Feels like you've earned it. You're working hard. You're definitely trying to make ends meet just like they are. But it honestly feels as though someone at your job might be trying to make things way more difficult for you this week. Or maybe they just kind of have, there's a backstabber. You got some type of deception or some type of attack that takes place at work this week. Okay, once again, there's somebody that's saying some things that are going, I talked to you about that before. Somebody is going to try to trigger you. Somebody wants to see you come out of character. It honestly feels as though maybe somebody's trying to get you to lose your job. Inner and outer work helps one keep their job, protects against disasters. I'm surprised I don't see like the tower here, but it feels like maybe there's somebody that is trying to get you to lose your job. Yeah, it looks like somebody might be trying to get you to lose your job or tarnish your image, your reputation. They're trying to get you to lash out. So again, Leo Nation, be on the lookout for the fact that maybe at work there might be somebody that's being dishonest with you, spreading lies, spreading gossip about you. And it feels like it's because you're winning. Like I said before, I see this card that says blessings in abundance. And it feels like that's what somebody's mad at. You're doing better than them. Your guides are saying there's always enough. Again, somebody feels like they can't get because you're getting. So they're going to try to stop you in some type of way. Stop your money. Because they feel like they're less than, or they feel like they're mediocre in some type of way. And that's what they're angry about. So they're going to try to stop you, frustrate your efforts in some type of way. So this week, I think you might be backing off from certain people. You might be cutting the cords energetically from someone. Or this could be, I did say that some of you are spiritualists. Maybe this is you. Or you might be going to a practitioner to help you to cut the cords energetically to something that is holding you back. Maybe for some of you, this relationship is an addiction. Or you have an addiction of some other type. I don't know if you are like a workaholic. Because it feels like other people around you are noticing that you're stressed out too. This could even be that somebody might have the wrong impression about you, Leo. It's like somebody might think that you're stuck up or that you're better than them. So this is their way of trying to like bring you down, level you out in some type of way. But that's what I'm seeing. Somebody might be using trickery to get you to lose your job. Again, they might think, like I said, that you're vain, you're full of yourself, you think you're better than other people. It just seems like this is a whole bunch of greed. And this might have something to do with, Cancer and Taurus. So this could definitely be a mix of someone's signs at work. Your enemy, your work enemy could definitely be a Taurus. It could be a Taurus ascendant. And they could definitely be like a Cancer sun, okay? Your spirit guides are exposing people. You got also a Scorpio. And your work environment. It's as if somebody is trying to keep you from living your purpose. You also have a Sagittarius and a Capricorn. This is what either I feel like you do currently, professionally, or this is something that maybe you are thinking about doing. Astrology at the top of this card. Like I said, maybe you are a spiritualist, or maybe you aspire to be that. Maybe some of you work in healthcare. It feels like you have a very noble, compassionate type of profession. You're a healer of some type. Or this is who you're watching, and it could be you that might be the instigator in this situation, Leo. The reading can always be reversed. I do see somebody doing magic on somebody's money. I did say that, right? This week, okay, you got this card that says angel numbers and confirmation. Maybe you're not quite sure about what the next step holds for you. But you're pretty sure, Leo, that this is not, this job or this position is not really worth the frustration that it brings, yet maybe you haven't left your line of work. Maybe you're sticking to the 9 to 5, but there's just some type of like enthusiasm or inspiration to maybe try your hand at something else, but still you haven't left. Some of you, it's your boss that's just really aggravating you. This week, I think you might be tempted to pack up and leave. And I think eventually you might be severing the ties. I definitely feel like there's another offer that's coming in, or like I said, something that you feel inspired to do, and you might actually seize the day and get that done. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions, it's a sacrifice to love. You got this card here talking about surrender addictions. Your guides are saying this is definitely the week where you're going to have to make some sacrifices. Otherwise, this is like, basically, I want to call this the Tower card. It feels like the guides come in, divine timing has stepped in, and it feels like there's just something that needs to leave your life because it feels like it is blocking you in some type of way. It is bringing you down in some type of way. So honestly, I feel like this is you this week, Leo Nation. On some level, you're cutting the cords with something. Again, this is what your guides are calling you out of. You are holding yourself back in a lot of different ways. It feels like maybe you have a lot of unlimited potential to do something else, but it feels like you're worried about something. You're worried about maybe what other people are going to think. You're worried about maybe the normal things, like, are you going to be able to maintain if you leave this place? Okay, because it definitely feels like I said before, money is an issue this week. Anyway, I did say towards the beginning of the reading that you're going to be making a decision, and it might have something to do with your career. But it's very clear that there's endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. And this is exactly what your guides are trying to get you to see in this situation. Something old, something that you have been holding on to, something that has been keeping you standing still must go. And I think that this is what you're doing, the self-reflection about this week. To figure out what that is. And if this means rerouting your schedule or utilizing your time better, whatever the case is, it feels like, Leo, I feel like you're going to realize that. Because it feels like something is coming to a completion. This could be a semester in school. This could be a relationship. It could definitely be a mindset. If you've had maybe a decrease in clients, it feels like things are going to be picking up for you. You might be very booked and busy because it feels like you're bringing in the money this week. Whatever was, like I said, a hindrance for you last week or the majority of the month, you find a way to fight through that. But again, there's something that it feels like you might need to sacrifice. You're addicted to it because of worry. It feels like this is due to some type of lack mentality. And it feels like, once again, you've got this card talking about unlimited potential, individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this earth school. I think that this is you. Again, this is why I feel like you stand out in some type of way. And there's this group of individuals that might be feeling quite salty about the fact that, you know, you have your own individuality, you have your own style. And there might be people that are trying to emulate you. They don't like you, but they want to be just like you. And they want to spread gossip, lies, and keep you stuck. Make no mistake about it, okay, Leo Nation. And then you got this card showing this lady all tied up. Did I say somebody's doing spell work on you? Somebody wants you to be stuck. Again, this week your guys are saying cut the cords. Sacrifices are going to be made. It's time to cut away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. For some of you, I think this might have something to do with the fact that maybe somebody feels they've got some inner child issues. They've got some insecurities that they may need to work through, Leo. Or this is you. You might need to keep your receipts. It feels like there's something. You might be coming across some type of receipts. Proof about something this week. Or maybe you're keeping your receipts. I did talk about you own your own business. Maybe you're getting your taxes in order this week, especially with talking about numbers. I feel like there could be an item that maybe you lost and maybe you're looking for it this week. Leo, just get finished talking about that evil eye protection. Leo, evil eye protection, okay? There's somebody giving you the evil eye, and so I think, okay? I don't think it's one person. I think it's multiple people giving you the evil eye, lying on you. And I say the guides will uncover what's hidden, and maybe you don't see that about your situation. If you do, count it as a confirmation. Again, we were talking about decisions being made. This might have something to do with people that you keep company with, Leo. I don't know. You might be, with this Seven of Swords, you might be questioning certain people's motives. Be careful about the things that you say too, because it feels like you're saying some things in private and you got some people that are eavesdropping on you. It feels like maybe you've been wanting to travel. It feels like maybe some travel plans have been stalled. this week. Or delayed a little bit. Maybe you're attending a funeral this week. Or maybe this is somebody from the afterlife that comes to give you a message. That's a military sniper in the beginning in the channel messages. Some of you might be dealing with somebody that has a military background, a military affiliation. It feels like maybe there's somebody around you. Oh. Did say I'm talking about some triggering things. Some of it's difficult for me to even say, Leo, but I don't know. It feels like there's something that maybe you don't see about your situation. Because for some of you, it feels like somebody could be having a chronic health issue. Maybe you or someone around you is in chronic pain, or they have been lately. I don't know if this is you. You feel like something is going on. You got this card here talking about listen to the wisdom of your body. So maybe this week, Leo, maybe your body is trying to give you a message, or like I said, somebody around you about maybe something that might be going on beneath the surface. Because it feels like Spirit is trying to warn you about something, a problem that might kind of like, because it feels like something could be prevented. But it feels like maybe you're not really taking care of it. And I feel like pretty soon you might need to make this a priority. Because it feels like now is the time to maybe go get something done. Yeah. It feels like it has something to do with what you're putting in your body. You're indulging in something. It could be alcohol. It could be junk food. Whatever this is. We talked about addictions before. Sugar. Caffeine, cigarettes, smoking. It may not feel like it's a big deal, but again, it feels like it's whatever this addiction is starting to wreak havoc on your body. And it feels like now it's, now you have pain on top of that. Like I said, it feels like Spirit is giving you a warning that maybe something could be problematic. Or it could be creating a future problem for you. And yeah, that's what this is about. I did say you're stress eating. You're eating a lot of junk. Or like I said, whatever this is that you're consuming. It could even be what you're consuming online or the music that you're listening to. I don't know. Something is creating some type of a downfall. But it feels like it's a health problem. It's become, something may have gotten out of hand. Or this is you worried about it. And I think this is the week where maybe you might have a musical talent. If I didn't say that before, maybe you make beats, maybe you sing. This could be the creative project that maybe you're getting back to. You just have a very creative mind. It feels, I did say in the channel messages, musical genius. Or that you are a messenger of some type. Like I said, Leo, it feels like you were meant to be in the spotlight. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. All right, so here it is. Leo, you've been having some financial challenges. You've been putting excess pressure on yourself to, again, maybe make ends meet. It just feels like it's effortless, like your guys just really step in to take care of that this week or over the next several weeks. Again, with this Ace of Pentacles, something works out for you. I think your guys are just saying hold together. Keep your composure, Leo Nation, through maybe some very difficult times. Because your guys are saying, you know what, Leo, it's almost over. And you will be able to look to the future with a smile. Okay, because like I said, it feels like something this week has to go. Something needs to end. You're cutting the cords energetically with something. Something is almost over. You're severing ties with something this week. It could, like I said, be school. It could be exams. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. I did talk to you about spirituality. Maybe you're studying. Maybe you're changing majors. But I definitely feel like some of you could be going to counseling. It feels like you've really been suffering in silence in some type of way. And maybe this could even be a child that might be feeling invisible to you. Like I said, maybe your business has been hurting lately, and it feels like change is coming. I'm here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. So we did talk about that there's some type of opportunity opens up. But remember, it's contingent upon you letting go of whatever this is that's creating way more frustration for you than maybe, is really needed. And some of you, it feels like it's maybe you're kind of like running to keep up with the pace, and maybe your guys are saying it might be time for you to maybe slow down the pace so that you can pace yourself. It feels like it's your routine in some type of way that's creating this pressure for you. We talked about a mindset. It feels like this is definitely something that we need to go this week. It could be your mindset. Maybe you don't realize that the critical voices within you have become an addiction. The things that you are saying to yourself, you're repeating these things to yourself over and over, and to the point that it's creating a lot of pain and a lot of emotion for you. Maybe it's causing you to lash out at people or take your anger out at people because of the things that you're thinking about. This is definitely a week, just as with any week, Leo Nation, you may need to be very mindful of what you're saying to yourself. This might be, why you could possibly be manifesting certain things into your life that you really don't want. And that could be the things that are frustrating you this week. It's bringing you a lot of anger. It feels like somebody maybe that was a role model in your life may have been that critical voice. And now it's you doing this to yourself. It's running you ragged. It's running you in circles, Leo Nation. Maybe this isn't you at all, Leo. Maybe this is somebody around you that's addicted. Maybe you're angry with someone. Maybe you want to see them do better for themselves. And maybe you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to make somebody else better. It feels like you're coming from a noble place, Leo, but your guides are basically saying that it's up to each and every individual to make a decision about what they choose for their own lives. But definitely this is a week to listen to your intuition, okay? Because you got some wolves in sheep's clothing, some people that are coming to you that might not be the most honest, that might not have the most integrity. This is definitely where you might be seeing a lot of repeating numbers, a lot of synchronicities. And this is definitely a week where maybe you might be deciding to create harmony between you and someone where there has been conflict before. All right, I had to stop to change the battery on my camera, so I wonder if maybe you have a battery that needs to be changed. I don't know, a battery on a watch, a clock. I don't know. Anyway, Leo Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. If you found, Leo, that this reading was helpful, thumbs up this video. Consider subbing to my channel if you haven't already. If you do decide to sub to my channel, make sure that you hit the post notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a video for you, a sign that you're cross-watching for, or whenever I go live. Thank you once again, Leo Nation, for tuning in this week. Have a blessed and peaceful week, Leo Nation. I'll see y'all real soon. Peace out.